Good morning, Stampers. It's Friday. Happy Friday. And today I should call it Freebie Friday because today what I'm going to be working with is a Saleabration set, Saleabration, which you can get free with any $50 qualifying purchase. Okay, so let me just switch this here, see if anybody's on. Say hi, let me know you're on. And today we're going to be using Hello Cupcake. And this is the set, Hello Cupcake, and it's an adorable set. I love it. So let me flip the camera and start, okay? Okay, so I'm Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. If you'd like to order online from me, you can use my host code, or you can just go to Stampersdelight.com, get on my website, and place any order. Good morning, Megan. So again, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Also, I want to remind everybody I am now on YouTube. So please go to Stampers Delight on YouTube and watch my YouTube videos, there are some exclusive ones just for YouTube that aren't on Facebook. So you definitely want to check that out and then subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, definitely share my Facebook videos and my YouTube videos. I do appreciate it so much. So right now we have Saleabration going on. We also have the Occasions catalog. The Occasions catalog, I have a lot of people asking, that is good until June 3rd when the new annual catalog comes out. However, Saleabration is only good until March 30th. So you want to definitely get your orders in so that you can get some free products. Okay, and one of them I'm going to showcase today, and that is Hello Cupcake, which you can get free with a $50 order. I'm also going to be using some of the organdy ribbon, which is awesome. Okay, so we'll be going through that. I just want to remind everybody that you can join my team for $99 right now. This is a special during Saleabration. For $99, you can get $175 worth of product for only $99. If you want this amazing tote, which is right back here, you can see it. It's unbelievable. I love it. You can get that for joining for $129, and you still get $175 of free merchandise. If you'd like more information on joining my team, go to Stampersdelight.com or contact me. Okay? So the other thing I want to remind everybody about is I have my first ever mail-in online card class, and that is going to be with the Meant to Be stamp set or bundle. So when you order this, it's $53 plus shipping and tax. If you order it online or even through me, it's going to go to your home. So whatever the tax is, whatever the tax is in your state, USA only, please. With that, when you order this set exclusively through me, I will send you the project kits for 3 cards. Okay? The orders have to be in by today. I announced this last week. It's my first one, so bear with me. The orders have to be in today, and I will get you out the projects within a week when your order is finalized. I will also do an exclusive video for the 3 projects. I'm not big on typing up notes, so I think hands-on is better, so I will be doing a live video and sending that to you, and it will also be on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. So check that out. If you want more information, just contact me, okay? My niece is doing very well. Thank you, Megan. We were over there Christmas time. She's still going through chemo. She has 4 more chemos, 3 more now after this week. And then they will do her second surgery. And then after that, she goes through reconstructive surgery. So thank you so much for asking, Megan. I was going to give everybody an update. I really appreciate everybody asking. I will keep you informed. Her spirits are good. The kids are great. Her little ones are doing great. Her husband's a great person to lean on. So she's doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so let's start with, again, Hello Cupcake. So one of the things I want to show, because we're doing a lot with the simple stamping, people either love it or hate it, This is for a beginner stamper, or if you're in a hurry or you just want to make some quick cards. I hate to use the word beginner because I love to do simple stamping sometimes. Okay, so this again is with the Hello Cupcake, and you can see I put the cupcakes on here with a little heart. It says Sweet Wishes, and then inside just says Celebrate Your Day. Now this is more for a beginner stamper, or anybody can do it, but I would start beginner stampers here. So if you're new to stamping, this is a great place to start. Then you want to step it up a little bit, casual stamper, by adding a quarter piece of cardstock, and of course I cut the white is cut down by 1/4 of an inch on each side, lengthwise and that way. Okay, and I just layered it on a piece of 1/4 inch cardstock, stamped it the same way. Added the back, added a bow, and a little rhinestone. Okay, so that would be more for a casual stamper. And then, for avid stampers, I would do a little bit more. You still have the base, but then I added some of our Designer Series paper, this new awesome Designer Series paper, and if you look real close, you could see I also used our rectangle stitched framelits here and here, and also the stitched framelits with the round ones. Okay, and then what I did was I added some of the little sprinkles to this stamp set. Free ribbon. Remember, this set's free with a $50 order, and so is the ribbon. And then I put some Wink of Stella on it. Hopefully you can see that. So this is more for the avid stamper. And the inside I stamped the Sprinkled with Love, and then you can see I stamped off one time and put some sprinkles under there because I just like to do that. So again, here's the 3 different samples I have for beginner, casual, and avid stamper. I know a lot of people say they have a problem, or it's very hard for them to think simple. It's really not. Just less is more when you're thinking simple stamping. But I love all 3 of them. I'm just going to move those out of the way. Now, a couple of other samples I have to show you are from some of my friends that a swap I was in. And this is my friend Jen Pitta. Awesome stamper. And here's a sample that she did with the Hello Cupcake. Okay. The other sample is from another friend of mine, Sandy Carlson. Okay, I'll bring that up a little bit. And then the ones that I'm going to be stamping. So the first one I'm going to be stamping, I'm going to show you first, is again, it's just a piece of cardstock, half cardstock. I always forget to tell you the size, but it's just a half a sheet. So it is 8.5 by 5.5. And then the inside I cut down 1/4 inch on each side. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up a little bit so you can see it. There's some Wink of Stella on there. And this isn't hard to duplicate. Okay, so let's put this over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold my cardstock and look for my bone folder. Ah, yay, I have it. Okay, so I'm going to take the sprinkles and create a background. And somewhere around here is my mat. There it is. Remember my tip today? I like to give you a little tricks and tips at the same time as stamping. If you can see through the stamp, use your paper piercing mat. And again, I'm just doing an all over background. You don't have to re-ink it each time. Some of them are going to get covered up. Okay. I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to need it again. Okay, so there's my background. Now I'm going to take my cupcake bottom, And I'm just going to stamp that right here. Okay. I've already cut these pieces out. Okay, there is no framelit to this set, so you do have to do a little bit of fussy cutting, but I didn't want you to have to deal with me cutting out everything. So I have 3 of my little toppings, and let's see, this one's going to be a little bit different color, so let's go this way. And what I'm doing obviously is just layering that, so it's a triple layer there. Hi Cheryl, hi Lisa, hi Gloria. So the first one I'm going to lay flat to start out, okay, to build my ice cream or cupcake. It's cupcake, but I don't know, this one kind of looks like ice cream to me. So I lay that one flat. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals for the next one. I'm just going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of here. I will be back on Sunday. I do have a class, but I am going to be back to my Facebook Live Sunday at 7 p.m. just to let you know the holiday's over. It's time to get some serious stamping done. And just layer that on there. And then the next one, which fell over here. Okay, we're going to put some more dimensionals on that. Let me just grab my Take Your Pick tool. I just ordered a couple more of these so I could have one on each of my tables in my classroom so the girls can try them out. Girls and guys. I do have some gentlemen stampers. Okay. So now it gives it a little pop-up effect, okay? I like that. Okay. So then what I did was I just took one of the sayings, and this one I used sprinkled with love. There it is right here. I've already pre-cut this, and this is our rectangle framelits again. I don't know if you can see those. Let me show you these. And here's another little tip while I'm talking about tips. Here's the rectangle framelits. Trust me, you want these. This is a magnetic sheet that I got from Amazon. I'm going to explain that in a minute. I had to trim off a little bit. And then there's 2 of them here. You can peel it off. See, it's got adhesive. I didn't. I put 2 together, and then I flip it over and have the rest of them. Okay. Cheryl, yep. Bye-bye, 60 Minutes. Cheryl watches me before. She usually watches 60 Minutes, but when I'm on, she says everybody has to wait. Okay. So again, the rectangle framelits, I put all my framelits on magnetic sheets. Let me bring this in just so I could show you. I got them from Amazon, Marietta Magnets. Just go there, and it's on Amazon, 50 magnetic sheets. And I think they were like $20-something. Okay, so look at this whole box. So that's the way I keep mine organized. And then if I have a stamp set that goes with it, I put them together with a rubber band. Okay. All right, so got sprinkled with love. I'm going to take my gorgeous grape, and I'm just going to stamp this. And put this one over here. I'm doing it a little bit different than the other one, and I'll tell you why. Let me bring this in, because if you see right here, the top of the cupcake actually has a little heart on it, but I didn't cut it out. I put it right on the sentiment, so wherever I have room. So this one's going to go right here. Bring that in. I'm just going to stamp that. Oop. I should have used my mat, but it's a little one, so I can get in there. And then this way, I'm going to put it right here so it looks like it's on the cupcake. Make sense? I hope so. All right, and then I'm just going to put some more dimensionals on there because I want it to pop up. I use a lot of dimensionals. That and Wink Estella, 2 of my favorites. These are really sticky. You ever notice that sometimes you get ones that are just not as sticky as some? And then don't get them on your nails. Okay, I'm just flicking these off, as you can see. Okay. So again, I'm going to put that right here so it looks like it's coming out of my cupcake. Let me move this over for a minute. And then what I want to do is the inside, I'm going to stamp with Celebrate Your Day. Again, I'm going to use, and I use my grid paper to line it up when I'm not using my Stamparatus. I'm going to clean this off with my chamois. And I'm going to grab some, well, I think I'll use Heather Highland because I want it lighter. Or I could have just stamped off the Gorgeous Grape, but I'm still going to stamp that off. Just so I can have some sprinkles in there. And then I'm just going to snail that down. Yes, I do use a lot of snail, but I want to make sure everything stays in place. I'm just going to lay that in there. And then, of course, so this looks just, I mean, this looks great just like that. Not a hard card. I don't want to say quick and easy, but oh so nice. And then what I'm going to do when I find it, which is on my table somewhere here, if not, I'll grab the other one. Now, everything was here last night. Let me grab the other one. I'm going to grab my Wink Stella. Cleaned up. I probably put it back. And I'm going to add a little Wink Stella here. I just think it makes the card pop. And I do use a lot of Wink Stella. Let me just squeeze that, get a little bit more out. Do you ever squeeze it and have a blob come out on your blotter? Well, if you do, use that up. I dip it in the blob till it dries. And even here, because this is really going to make it pop. And there you have it. The hardest, or not even hard, but the longest part of putting this card together is probably going to be cutting those out. Isn't that cute? I love this little card. Okay, and the next card I'm going to do is, I don't need this, so let's close up the ones I don't need before I get them all over myself, is a little peek card. Okay, so this one, again, I used the rectangle framelits for both of these. And then I used our 2.5-inch punch, which I'll be bringing in. And I just punched a hole through it so it opens like that. And you can see it through there. Hi, Ginny. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Bridget. And then, of course, I used some little doodads from the Blooms collection. Happiness Blooms collection. So let me show you how I did this one, okay? Got all my paper cut here. So this is our lemon lime twist. Just going to fold that in half. And I already did the rectangle. Now the rectangle framelit. And you could use either side. So let's do this one a little bit different. I like to show you the difference. There's the smaller check, and here's the larger check. Check is in this year. So I'm going to use the larger one. I'm going to go ahead and snail that down first. And of course I just ran out of snail. Not a problem. I have that right here. Okay. Usually I have all of them set up and ready to go. Sorry about that, but so let's get that out. And actually, I just showed you how easy it is and quick it is to refill that. Okay, so let's just, I always like to put one in the middle. I'm going to lay that down. Bring this in. So the first thing I'm going to do is my punch, because I want to know where to stamp. So to measure it, I just push it all the way in. You can put it anywhere and punch it. You are going through 2 layers of a layer of cardstock and DSP, and you can use that for something else. Takes a little bit of oomph, but not much. Okay, and there it is. Okay, you can use the Stamparatus, which I'm going to bring in, and this is just the way I did it. I don't know that there's any right or wrong way, but here's my magnets. And what I did was I'm like, okay, so I want this right about here, because that's where I want to. So I'm measuring it on this, and you can see what I'm talking about. I'm looking at these lines. So that line I want right about here. There's a line there, the grid paper, so I can take that off now. And I know approximately where I want this. It doesn't have to be exact because it's only going to peek through there. That makes sense. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is bring in my cupcake bottom. I want to make sure it's cleaned off, which it wasn't. And if I want to measure it again, I'm just looking to see right about here. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect because you just want some of the image to show through. And I just really wanted to use the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to pull that up gently. This has to be down a little bit more. Okay, let me bring in my crumb cake now. Ooh, got a little goober there, but that's all right. That's what the other side of the paper is for. Press that down. Can't even see it now. Flip this around. Put the top of my cupcake. This one's nice and clean. Right here. Now you see, now what I'm doing is there's a little like swirly there. Leave that. You want a little bit of that. You want to push that top of the cupcake up a little bit because there's another piece that goes in there. You'll see that in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I want my lemon lime twist, or actually I'm using my granny apple green, sorry. Press that down. There we go. Now I'm going to take this plate off. This is what's great about having different plates. And here's that little swirly thing. So you just line that up for a filling in your cupcake. Right about there. Grab my Stampersdelight. This is hitting the camera, sorry. I'm going to push that up a little bit. There we go. Move that out of the way. Take these two off. Now, I want to show you something. If you get these stuck together, you see what happens? They can break. Okay, so if you get them stuck together, gently, gently pull them apart. Okay, so they don't break. There's the Stamparatus. Okay, so let's see how I did. Okay. Well, could have been a little bit down further. So when that happens, all you have to do is grab your paper trimmer. Always a way to fix things. And I'm just going to trim off just about 1/4 of an inch. Maybe a little more. I kind of wing a lot of things because I know, there we go, whoever gets this card isn't going to say, oh, she made a mistake. They're going to say, oh, she made that on her own. Okay, so I'm going to open this back up again. Put that right there. Okay. So there's the card. Now I can go ahead and snail that down. Don't worry if you make a little tiny mistake. Mistakes can be fixed, and you can also flip the cardstock, which I probably would have done hadn't I been on TV. Okay, oh, I see I got a little thing there. We'll fix that, and I'll show you how in a minute. Okay, so now I've got my little peekaboo card, and I'm going to bring in, I'm going to do this one a little bit different than I showed the other one. I like to show you two options. I'm going to bring in the free ribbon, which is also the same color here, and I'm going to just tie this around. I do this a lot in my classes instead of bows, because when you're doing a class, it does save on ribbon. But this ribbon is free, so you can get as much of it as you want. I'm just going to tie this. I'm not tying it in a bow, I'm just pushing it over a little bit. And then I'm just going to trim some of it off. That one is long. So you see what I have there, right? You could tie it in a bow, but sometimes I just like a knot. Okay, then I have another piece of cardstock. I've already used the rectangles with. And this one I am going to do Sweet Wishes. And I'm going to bring in my Daffodil Delight again. And my mat. This is a great idea. Cover your mat with some cardstock, some grid paper or scrap paper, computer paper. It saves it from getting all yucky. Move that because I'm going to need that. Okay. And then I'm going to put Sweet Wishes there. Again, I'm going to pop that up with a dimensional. Hi, Regina. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so again, these are so sticky today. Doesn't look like I have quite a bit of shadows today. Don't know why. Oh, that one's still on there. Let's get that off. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And of course, some Wink of Stella in here because I just like it. Now, not that I was planning on this, but you see where I got those two little red dots? Okay, not a big problem. I'm going to go ahead and put some sprinkles right in here, and they will be red. So you're not going to see that little mistake. And for that one right there, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my lovely lipstick, stamp it off once, and then just do this so that it doesn't look like a mistake. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. So there you go. There's how you fix a little uh-oh. Now on the front of this, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my embellishments from the Happiness Blooms. These embellishments are great. It goes to the Happiness Bloom suite, but it's got such great colors on it. It goes with everything. So for this one, I'm going to use some yellow. And I'm going to show you something else. I'm just going to put one here. Come on. I'm just watching the time. Okay, we're good. I always kind of do that. But here's another thing you can do with these great little guys. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the other card because that's a little bit different, remember? Okay, so this is the one I just did. And I'll put my sentiment in there. So I'm going to put Celebrate Your Day. Almost forgot to celebrate it. I mean the sentiment. Let me just clean that off. And again, I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to go ahead in here and put Celebrate Your Day. There you go. So that's another card you can do with it. And here's the one that I had already done, remember? See, I tied a bow up there. This one I didn't tie a bow. I just did a little ribbon effect. Both of them look good. But I don't have sprinkles here. Something else you can do with these little doodads is, and let's use, I want something to stand out, so let's use the pink. Take the smaller ones and put them in there for sprinkles. Pull some yellow. Maybe a yellow on that one doesn't want to come off. Sometimes that just is not very sticky. Okay, come on. Okay, that one doesn't want to come off with my... I'm having a hard time here today. I don't know why. And there, we loosen that up a little bit. Wow, these really don't want to come off. There we go. So I'm going to use these as sprinkles instead of the stamp. Okay, so there's two different ways you can use that. And you see the two different plaids or checks. So I just love this set. Remember, you can get this free. Now I have one more quick thing to show you that I found while shopping with my kids that went back to California. This is a bath bomb. And look it's a cupcake. Can everybody see that? I got this in the General Dollar store for $1. It's a bath bomb, and it says it's strawberry shortcake scented. But on the top, it's got cupcakes. So what I didn't do anything yet, but what I'm going to do is I decided to play around with this on TV or on Facebook Live and see what we come up with. Okay, so what I did was I took that punch, I took Gorgeous Grape, and I'm just going to make it into a little gift. Okay, so I'm going to put that right on the front there. So I'm just going to put a little snail right here. I just love finding little things that go with our stamp sets. I'm going to use some dimensionals. I might have to go get more of these. I'll put some of these on here. I think this would make a cute little gift with a little gift card. Or sometimes you give somebody a gift card, but you just don't want to put that in an envelope. So you hand them this with a nice little gift card envelope. Put that right there. And then I already had this from another card that I was doing that I didn't use. So I'm just going to slide that maybe right in here. Yeah. I'm just going to snail that down. Doesn't have to be. Just put that right there. Look at that. Yes, a perfect find. Then what I'm going to do, because I want to match the purple in there, is I'm just going to take this ribbon that again is one of the Saleabration items. I don't really measure too much, so as you can see. And I'm just going to tie a little bow up here. Now this is very thin ribbon, so to tie the bow, I can tie it in a knot first. It helps hold it in place. Okay. Yes, I used way too much, but that's okay because I have an idea for it. Okay. So then I'm just going to trim this off. Trim this one off. And then what you can do is just put this inside here like a little tail. Come on. Got a little bit more there. And then this other piece I'll put in there too. So it just makes the bow a little more festive, I guess. And that's all I'm doing is taking those extra pieces and just tying them in here. And then you can trim it as you want. So hopefully you can see that. And I have a little gift. And then again, I just love the Wink of Stella, so I'm going to go ahead and put some Wink of Stella on this too. I love looking, like I said, I love looking for little finds in any kind of the dollar stores and stuff. There we go. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Facebook Live. I'll bring the cards in again real quick. So these are the two swaps that I had gotten from Jen and from Sandy. And then I'll bring in the cards that I did, and the still shots will be on my Facebook Live later today. I have these three, the Simple Stamping, Casual Stamper, and then the Avid Stamper. And then I also have the two cards Sprinkled with Love. Okay, so okay, for some reason, there we go.